Hello, I'm Eddie Muller. Thanks for watching. Friday nights through the end of this month are dedicated to TCM's Summer of Darkness, featuring lineups chosen from 25 of my all-time favorite film noirs. And one of the best things about these movies is that they are short, sharp, and they get the job done in an hour and a half, give or take. Which means tonight we've got enough room for 4 features. We're starting off with a picture that proves capitalism and crooked behavior aren't strange bedfellows, but more like kissing cousins. Released through MGM in 1948, this is Force of Evil. John Garfield plays Joe Morse, a slick Wall Street lawyer who moonlights for a mobster named Ben Tucker, who has a plan to become kingpin of the New York numbers racket. The fly in the ointment is Joe's brother, Leo, played by Thomas Gomez. Leo runs a small neighborhood policy bank, and he doesn't want to be swallowed up by the big-time gangsters or his brother's cutthroat ambition. Adding a romantic complication is Leo's assistant, Doris, played by Beatrice Pearson. Joe takes a shine to her after the two share a flirtatious cab ride, and although she's not immune to Joe's charm, Doris senses something morally off-kilter in his character. When John Garfield's contract with Warner's ran out in 1946, he formed his own independent production company, Enterprise Pictures. He not only wanted more creative control, he wanted to make movies that had something to say. His first Enterprise project, 1947's Body and Soul, was a knockout. It earned multiple Oscar nominations and remains, to this day, one of the best boxing movies ever made. Its Oscar-nominated screenplay was by Abraham Polanski, and in the wake of the film's success, Garfield set Polanski up to both write and direct his next project, which became Force of Evil. It's an adaptation of the novel Tucker's People, a fictionalized expose of the New York numbers racket. Its author, Ira Wolfert, would co-write the screenplay with Polanski. For his directing debut, Polanski created one of the most unique and stylish crime movies to ever come out of Hollywood. And it features one of John Garfield's best performances. From 1948, here is Force of Evil. The themes explored in this film by writer-director Abraham Polanski were perhaps a bit too heavy for movie-going audiences in 1948. Although it would later be lauded as an artistic triumph and one of the essential film noirs, Force of Evil was a flop on its release. The public didn't pick up on the movie's harsh critique of capitalism, but certain people in the government surely did. Both Polanski and John Garfield would be called to testify before the House Un-American Activities Committee in 1951, suspected of being communists. Garfield did not name names, and when Polanski testified, he either pled the fifth or refused to answer specific questions. Illinois Congressman Harold Velde, frustrated with Polanski, called him a very dangerous citizen. After that, Polanski was effectively blacklisted, just as his career was getting started. Before the year was out, John Garfield would be dead of a heart attack. But there was a lot more to Polanski's story, and great work still ahead for him. In fact, I've just completed a documentary called Dangerous Citizen, The Life and Times of Abraham Polanski, which is about to appear on the International Film Festival circuit. Keep an eye out for it. Up next, the Second World War isn't over for two men who once fought as comrades. From 1948, Act of Violence is next on TCM's Summer of Darkness.
Next on TCM, Act of Violence, then Crisscross, and later, Thieves Highway. It's Life in the Fast Lane on TCM tonight.